Okay. Am I muted? Or why is it not working? Why can't they hear me? Can they hear me? Hello? They should be able to hear me. It's not showing if they can hear me or not. Can they hear me? Hello? Why can't they hear me? Can they hear me? I don't think they can hear me. Can they hear me? Hello? Can they hear me? Hello? Okay, they can hear me. Why can't they hear me? I'm very quiet, but I think that's normal for streaming on PC. Okay. Well, you guys should be able to hear me. You might need to turn up your volume, or it might just be me. Possible my volume was low. Alright, so, it is finally time. I'm finally ready. I have some time. I know it's late, but I promise you guys I'd do it this weekend eventually, so I'm doing it last minute. So we're gonna read for like an hour, hour and a half maybe. Hopefully get through the first night, if it has nights that is, like how the first book did. Uh, we read through the second one. It didn't really have nights. I mean, it kind of did. It was just a retelling though of the Into the Pit, which like obviously don't need to read that. Turns out the only new stuff in that book turned out like something about Plush Baby being connected to the Yellow Rabbit. I don't know, probably agony, probably something. I don't know. I don't understand it. But this seems to be set. You can see there that is pre-Monty, which means this has to be before Gregory dismantled them. Meaning this predates Ruin and Security Breach. Hopefully we get some answers to some things, because, for example, I've heard Gregory was apparently a glitch trap dummy as well, just like how Vanessa was Vanny. Gregory was Dr. Rabbit, for those who don't know. It's like he was, and the way that he was actually connected to it is he was actually, his mind was trapped in the Balloon World minigame, where Vanessa's is trapped in Princess Quest. So, maybe we're gonna, whoever we play as, we can find an ending where we play that and that frees Gregory and that's the canon ending? Question mark? I don't know. Let's not waste any time and, let's pick a song. Let's see, what song? Let's do Security Breach. Security Breach OST. What song should we go with for background music, chat? Like we did last time. Reading with background music helps. Makes me feel more relaxed and calm, and helps when I make mistakes. Can go with the elevator music. Not that loud though. Yeah, I think that works. Or we could go with the main theme. What are we thinking, chat? Even daycare. We'll play that if we go into daycare. How about that? Let's see here. Princess Quest. We listened to Princess Quest last time. We did a lot of Princess Quest. Although not this one. This is a different one. I don't know where the main one is. It's not on here for some odd reason. This playlist may not have every single one. Let's see here. I can hear you, okay. FNAF World music? I would, but like, I want Security Breach theme, because we're reading a Security Breach themed book. I feel like it would fit the theme. Here, let's start off with reading, and let's see where we're at to begin with, and then we'll play the music based on location we're in. So, example, if we go to Monty's Gator Golf, we'll put on Gator Golf music. If we go to the daycare, we'll put on daycare music. Phaser Blast music. You get the point. So let's just begin reading. Let's just do the default music for now. Hopefully that's not too loud. Okay. Oh, I figured out how to check how loud I am, okay. Am I too loud for any of you? I can turn myself down, or I can turn up the volume of the music. Do I need to turn up, turn down anything? Turn me up, turn me down, turn the music up, turn the music down? The music needs to just be in the background, just faintly in there, but you can still hear it, like... But you can still hear me over it, that's what's important. Penguin, get over it. We'll play FNAF World music if we're in an area that doesn't have music, such as, I don't know, the sewers. If we do end up going down there. I doubt it, though. Hang on, I need the hour version of the song. This one's gonna run out. Nope, wrong one. These are all copyrighted. No. Bad. Don't want that. Rockstar Row. That's the song we had before, but it's fainted. FNAF Security Breach. Let's go with Elevator Song, 1 hour. No, not that one, not that one. Credit ones, the credits, that's what they should be called. Credits, not credits. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's an hour variant of that. Oh wait, here we go. There we go. Perfect. That's an hour. And it should loop. Alright, perfect. We are good to go. Let us begin. Five Nights at Freddy's, an interactive novel. Escape the Pizzaplex by Scott Cawthon. Special thanks to DJ Surf. This dude playtests everything at this rate. Okay, so there are indeed nights. Night 1, Night 2, Night 3, Night 4, Night 5. Unlike Security Breach, which is called Five Nights at Freddy's, you actually spend one whole night in 6 hours, so... We actually have 5 nights this time around. Alright, here we go. Intro. You are Cassie! Huh. We're playing as Cassie, really. Oh gosh, please don't tell me this is a retelling of Ruin. I'm gonna be so sad if it is. A kind-hearted and adventurous young Patreon of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Sorry if I screw up on any words. Just try to deal with it. I'm not the best reader. And human best friend of Gregory, a precious boy with a penchant for getting into trouble. Lately, you and Gregory have taken to hiding in the Pizzaplex after hours, in order to play once everyone else has left. You enjoy the animatronics more than you like. More than you like most other kids at your age. I was confused. I was like, wait, what? So I just got confused. I gotta keep reading. Hang on, that's a bit loud. Let me turn that down. There we go, that's better. That was too loud for me. Other kids your age. Especially Roxanne, aka Roxy, Wolf, who has been your idol ever since she came to the rescue of your birthday party that no one showed up to. Had to throw that in there. And made it the best birthday you had ever had. Like Gregory, you have a fondness and aptitude. Aptitude? I don't know what that word means. Or if I'm pronouncing it correctly. For computers, and have an intimate understanding of the Pizzaplex and its workings. Thanks to your father's work as a Faz technician, this means you and Gregory know exactly how to take advantage of all the fun options the Pizzaplex has to offer at night. Sure, it gets a little weird once all the people are gone and only the animatronics and bots are left. But, excuse me? Why'd my music? Oh, it just cuts off? Okay, I didn't know it's... That got awkward, okay. Are left, but weird is just another term for cool, right? Be careful though, security has gotten much tighter lately due to Gregory's mischief. Management has splurged on renovations, along with adding keypads and intercoms. Tonight, Gregory says he has a special idea for what to do, but insists that it has to be a surprise. Which you're willing to go along with, you think. As much as you enjoy your time in the Pizzaplex with Gregory, he can be known to take things a little far sometimes. You still wouldn't want him to think you're not up for whatever plans he has in mind. As Gregory's games play out, you'll have many choices to make which will lead to various outcomes. If you find an item that might help you during the night, write it down for later. But first, you have an important decision to make. Do you want to play on easy difficulty? Add flashlight, Bonnie keychain, and food service keycard to your inventory, and touch here. Or, if you want to play on normal difficulty, start out with only your wits. Tap here. Shortcuts, night 1, night 2, night 3, night 4, night 5. No thank you. What do we think of chat? We want to start off a little bit easier, or do we want to go in with nothing? I mean, we did normal difficulty with the last book that we fully read, with, the week before. And pretty much, it just, you eventually get all these items, you just gotta find them. That's what I learned, at least. So, do we want to find these items, or do we want to start off with these items? We get a flashlight, a Bonnie keychain, and a food service keycard. So that will just help us progress faster. Penguin, stop whining about the music. This is where chat gets to help make decisions. So choose wisely. What's funny is when we're waiting for a decision, the elevator music actually works so well. It's like waiting music. You know what, I want the FNAF, I want the Help Wanted 2 credit song. That one's so much more catchy. Hang on, let me get that one. Help Wanted. Like, that one's really good. Yeah. Easy mode, cause why not? That's one vote for easy mode. Do we all agree easy mode? If no one says anything next minute, we're going with easy mode. Starting now. Easy mode? That's 2 votes for easy mode. Anyone else want to vote? No? Alright, easy mode it is. Night 1. It's finally closing time at Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Shrouded behind a thick pillar in a dark corner, you and Gregory hide and wait for the last of the Pizzaplex Patreons to trickle out. I thought they said tickle. the front entrance. After a while, the last of the families leave, carrying their arcade prizes and half-empty plastic souvenir cups, and the heavy door snaps shut, locking after them. A few cleaning bots appear, sweeping through to gather up all the dropped popcorn and discarded candy wrappers as the lights dim, leaving only the neon signs to cast their sharp, vivid glow across the main lobby. It gets quiet, so quiet you can hear the faint buzz of those lights and Gregory's breathing where he hides behind you. Everyone's gone. Gregory finally says, "Let's go." He moves deliberately but silently. There are still security bots roaming around. After all, and you follow, staying close and keeping an eye out as you cross the lobby and head for the stairs that lead up to the main stage area. You pass the giant Freddy fountain at the lobby center, being careful as you travel, but by now, the two of you know what to expect and how to avoid discovery. A few bots aren't going to stop you at night. The Pizzaplex becomes your playground, and what a playground is, even when empty. There's a busy energy to space. It's like there's a song playing sometimes. Something you can't quite make out, but one that never stops, even at night. Not that you can really tell that it's night. Other than the lowered lights, the Pizzaplex feels almost the same at night as it does during the day. Almost. Okay, this music's too short. Too short! I need new music. I'm already tired of that music. Hang on, let me just look up FNAF. I'm just gonna look up FNAF 1 hour OST playlist. Hopefully this gives us enough for everything. Daycare theme, nighttime, 1 hour version. What's this? No. Let's just go with... Oh, I can see why it's getting confused. It says FNAF 1 and then hour OST playlist, but I meant FNAF 1 hour OST playlist, not... It thinks I want FNAF 1. No. Okay. Let me type in security breach again. Sorry. You know, this honestly suits it because this is kind of what Cassie would be hearing. I don't like the echoing though. Yeah, the echoing throws me off. You know what? Screw it. Let's just get Princess Quest. It worked fine last time. Princess Quest music. There we go. Ah, that's my jam. That's better. Where was I? I think I had already read all this, right? Gregory moves like he has a plan already, though he didn't bother to mention anything earlier, while you both were waiting for everyone to leave. But at this point in your friendship, you can tell when he's got an idea in his mind. If only he'd give you a hint or two. Where are we headed, you ask? Shh, he says, but gestures for you to keep following. You realize your destination soon enough. Heading past the main stage, you enter the hall where the mascots, the Glamrock animatronics, have their green rooms. They run in a line first, Freddy's, then Roxy's, then Monty's, and finally Chica's. Roxy is your favorite, but Gregory leads you into Freddy's green room, where Freddy is standing in the corner. Why is he standing in the corner? From the way Gregory runs over to him, it's clear Freddy has been waiting. The animatronic comes to life as you approach. Eyes glowing bright and wide. I think that's supposed to be glowing. Eyes going bright and wide, smile. I think that's supposed to be glowing, not going. Eyes going bright. I think it's supposed to be glowing, right? I'm gonna pretend that it is. Eyes glowing bright and a wide smile stretched across his face. Hello, Gregory, Freddy says happily. Hello, Cassie. Are you ready to play the game? Game, you say. What game? Gregory turns back to you with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. Tonight, we're going to play hide and seek, and you and I are going to hide, and Freddy's going to seek. Oh, okay. You were a little worried about what Gregory had in mind, but hide and seek is simple enough, and it even sounds like fun. What are the rules? Gregory says. We don't need rules. We can hide anywhere in the Pizzaplex, but the first one to get found by Freddy loses. Wait, says Freddy, holding up a finger. Don't forget Gregory. Don't forget Gregory. There is one rule. You both get a head start before I start looking for you. I mean, no duh, Freddy. That's how hide and seek works. Head start sounds reasonable enough, though Freddy doesn't elaborate on how long you have to hide. When do we start, you ask? Gregory smiles. Now, he cries, and dashes off before he can protest. You pout and cross your arms. Typical Gregory. Not outright cheating, but he certainly could have given you more of a warning. Time is ticking, Freddy says. You don't waste another moment, you run off, but by the time you get into the hallway outside the green room, Gregory is long gone. You take a few more steps, then slow, unsure which way to go. After all, the Pizzaplex is huge. The Superstar Daycare, Chica's Mazer Size, the prize counter. There are so many places you can think of to hide that you don't know where to go start. The hallway leads off in opposite directions, so picking which way to go would be a good start. Your gaze is drawn to the door to Roxy's green room, which is a short walk away, and open. Roxanne Wolf, with her wild silver hair and edgy punk rock style, is your idol. You can still remember how sad you felt when you had your birthday party at the Pizzaplex, and none of the kids you invited showed up. It was Roxy who came to your rescue, singing and dancing and making sure you had fun. Because of her, it turned out to be the best birthday ever. And Roxy has been your favorite member of the Glamrock animatronics ever since. You know the Pizzaplex like the back of your hand, but if anyone would know a good place to hide where Freddy wouldn't think to look, it would be Roxy. The door to Monty's green room is also open, and something sitting just inside catches your eye. You can't quite make it out, but whatever it is, it's not something you've seen in the Pizzaplex before. Maybe you should check it out. You think for a few moments, considering your options, but Freddy's generous head start is already ticking down. Oh, generous head start is already ticking down. I was like, I thought that was talking about his actual head. I'm just confused. So there's no time to waste. Turn left down the hallway. If you want to turn right down the hallway. If you want to turn into Roxy's green room. If you want to go into Monty's green room and investigate the mystery item. What are we thinking, chat? Do we want to go to left? Do we want to go right? Do we want to go to Roxy? Or do we want to go see what Monty has in his room? Penguin, stop whining, bro. Oh man, I wanted to play as Gregory. Too bad. We're playing as Cassie. But Gregory's still involved, so... Monty. That's one vote for Monty. Do we all agree on Monty? Emmy? Still there? Roxy, because Roxy keeps us safe. FNAF. What's that stand for? Five Nights at Roxy's. Well, seems we have a tie. Abigail votes Monty, Emmy votes Roxy. Eternal, I need you to help me break this tie. You will be the tiebreaker. Looks like left or right is not an option. Roxy or Monty. But Monty has a mystery item, but Roxy is our favorite, so... Roxy. Alright, that's 2 votes for Roxy. Sorry, Abigail. We'll have to go to Monty's green room another time. She is our favorite, after all. Freddy Fazbear is an animatronic, and to outsmart an animatronic in a game of hide-and-seek, you decide you need to get help from another animatronic. Plus, you always like a reason to visit Roxy. You run to the open door of her green room and go inside. As always, it's aglow in awesome neon green and purple light with white and black checkerboard flags and tires from Roxy's Raceway decorating the walls. It's so cool, you wish you had a room just like it. But the one thing missing from this awesome space is Roxy. Roxy, are you here? It's me, Cassie. You step farther inside and look around, but your favorite rock star is nowhere to be seen, which is strange. After operating hours, the Claremont animatronics usually return to their green rooms until it's time for the Pizzaplex to reopen in the morning. Maybe Roxy is in the rehearsal room, or deeper in the bowels of the Pizzaplex, getting maintenance done? You want to continue searching for Roxy to figure out where she might have gone? Unfortunately, you don't have time. You've already wasted enough of your head start. You need to take a different direction if you're going to find a good hiding spot place and evade Freddy longer than Gregory does. There's no way you can let him win. You'll never hear the end of it. You leave Roxy's green room, heading back to where you came from. Turn left, turn right, go to Monty's room to investigate the secret item. Well, Roxy's room was a complete waste of time, chat. We just wasted time. Although that's weird that Roxy's missing. I wonder if maybe Glitchtrap has her doing something. Or maybe Gregory told Roxy. Good question. The question is this Gregory or is this Dr. Rabbit? Like, which mindset is Gregory in right now? He could be trying to lure Cassie to for Vanny to get her. That's more Remnant after all. You gotta think about it. Monty? I miss Roxy. That's 1 vote for Monty. Abigail, Eternal, what are you thinking? Do we go to Monty, or do we go left, or do we go right? I mean, Freddy has got to be close to be done counting, so I don't think it's a good idea to waste any more time, but who knows? Monty. Alright, Monty it is. If you haven't... Wait, it says here, if you haven't visited Monty's green room yet to investigate the mystery item and want to... Which means, this implies this is a more waste of time. If you haven't visited Monty's green room, that means that before... we could have already done it, and this is implying we would have ended back up here, which means this is a waste of time. Who cares? We like lore. You decide to head down the hall of Monty's Gator's green room and check out the strange item, but as curious as you are more cautiously of all the animatronics and bots in the Pizzaplex. Monty is one who creeps you out the most. Though, you're not sure why. It's probably just because of his big alligator claws, or maybe his teeth. His many, many teeth. Still, the apprehension doesn't stop you from investigating what it is that you spy through his open doorway. You pause just inside the green room, which more than the other green rooms, is literally the greenest. Giant stars light up the emerald walls, illuminating the images of Monty that decorate them. There are some leaves growing in the corners, which gives the room a vaguely tropical feel, but you're pretty sure they're plastic. Oddly, Monty isn't anywhere around, but maybe he's getting maintenance done before the Pizzaplex reopens in the morning. Regardless, you didn't come here looking for Monty. They're a few steps away, is the thing. You spied through the doorway. A crate. A sleek, brand new crate. It's not small, but it's not as big as some of the storage crates you've seen in the other parts of the Pizzaplex. Either, what could be in there? What could be in there? A new decoration for the walls, maybe? An upgraded instrument? You move closer and curiosity getting the best of you. You've never been good at ignoring a mystery, but when you try to open the crate, the lock flashes red at you. You fiddle with it for a few seconds, but Freddy's head starts ticking away, and you don't have time to waste. And from what you can tell, only a key card is going to solve the mystery of whatever this crate contains. If you want to go back to where you came from, turn left down the hallway. If you want to go back to where you came from, turn right down the hallway. If you haven't visited Roxy's green room and want to. So now the option, chat, is left or right. Left or right, chat? Personally, I want to go right. Right is always right. I'm making this decision myself. After some thought, you decide to take a right down the hallway and head back into the Pizzaplex atrium. There's a pause to think again. There are so many areas to choose from, and any one of which might be a good hiding spot, and it's hard to decide where Freddy will be at the least likely to look for you. A part of you still wants to look for Roxy and ask her opinion, but you don't want to turn back now. You've wasted enough of your head start as it is, but thinking of Roxy gives you a great idea. You're going to hide in Roxy's Raceway. The neon purple drenched go-kart track is one of your favorite places to hang out at the Pizzaplex. Mostly since Roxy's area, but with all the cars and garages and such, there are plenty of places where you can avoid Freddy. Hopefully Gregory hasn't had the same idea. You head into Roxy Raceway, making your way through the reception area. Like before, you're almost overwhelmed by the choices available to you. You could stay close to the entrance and find a hiding spot in the reception area, or you could head down into the racetrack area where there are go-karts and garages and more. What would Roxy do? You stand at the rail, considering your options for so long that you jump a little when you hear Freddy's booming voice. "Time's up," he says excitedly. "Ready or not, here I come." You frown. If Freddy finds you before you've gotten a chance to hide, Gregory will tease you all night. You need to be ready, and quick! If you want to hide in the reception area, if you want to head into the raceway to hide in one of the go-karts, if you want to hide in one of the raceway garages. What we thinking, chat? I mean, we know how fast Freddy can be, so I feel like if we go to the race kart area, I feel like he's gonna find us by the time we've gotten there and start trying to actually pick a spot to hide. Because Cassie really seems like she can't make up her mind. Although she's probably like that for this book specifically because it's the interactive novel. Or she's just a bad decision maker. Relatable, honestly. Also, dang, 5 hours and 21 minutes left in the book. Whew. We got a long ways to go, chat. Although, we're just reading night 1, so. Gotta find that key card. Right, it's always right. Yep. Garage? We're thinking garage, chat? Everyone agree with garage? Is that what we want to go with? No one else seems to be disagreeing with garage. Alright, I guess garage it is. No one else said anything, so... Alright. You head down into the raceway when you're not in a rush. When you're not in a rush, you like to admire the grand twisting track and remember how many times you've driven to the go-karts over it. Sometimes when you don't feel like racing, you love simply sitting in these spectator stands, cheering on the races that run from the moment the Pizzaplex opens until it closes at night. But right now, you have a mission, and you can't get distracted. Though you may ask Gregory if you can race go-karts once your game of hide-and-seek is over. On one side of the raceway, garages run along the wall, fitted with workbenches and all the tools needed to maintain the go-karts and their top condition. You spot one garage that has a bunch of gray storage crates stacked in one corner, piled up nearly to the ceiling, a perfect place to hide. You head into the garage and work your way into the space behind the crates, which is just large enough to give you a nice space to sit and wait. Which you do. It's a good hiding spot. Though, there's one problem. You can't see the raceway from your vantage point. Also, the crates muffle what little noise there is. With nothing to see and unable to hear if anyone is getting close, it doesn't take long for you to grow bored. Gregory's hide-and-seek game seemed like a good idea at first, but waiting to be found isn't quite as exciting as you thought it would be. Yeah, that's why I like being the seeker, honestly. When you're the hider, it can get very boring. If they get close to you, then it gets exciting. But like, if the seeker's bad, and they'd have no clue where you are, especially if you're in like a giant area, it can get very boring. That's why I keep my phone on me. Sometimes I just go on my phone during hide-and-seek. Or I did. I haven't played hide-and-seek in forever. But if you don't remain still and quiet, Freddy might hear you, and there's no way you're going to let Gregory win without a fight. Still, as the minutes pass, you consider ways to break up the boredom. Ugh. You could peek out around the edge of the crates and keep watch on the raceway, or some of the crates look like they would open. You could look through them. Who knows what might be inside them? If you want to stay quiet and still, if you want to peek out and seek if there's anything happening on the raceway, if you want to rummage through the crates. What are we thinking, chat? Do we want to do some looting? Do we want to stay quiet and try to win the game and board? Or do we want to peek out and check to see if there's anything going on? Take a little sneak peek. Let Gregory win. I'm good. I'm competitive. What are we thinking, chat? What do we want to do in this scenario? Do we want to loot? Do we want to stay quiet? Or do we want to take a little sneak peek? Stay quiet and still? That's one vote for that. What's everyone else think? Take a peek? There's two conflicting answers. Emmy, what are you thinking? Break this tie, Emmy. Stay quiet and still. Peek. Or there's always looting, but if you choose looting, then I'm gonna pick. Quiet and still. Alright, that wins. Gonna die of boredom. Decide the best course of action is to remain quiet, which turns out to be a good idea because just a few minutes later you can hear your name being called. Cassie! It's Freddy! He's in the raceway, somewhere, but you can't tell where, without peeking out and risking revealing yourself. Gregory, where are you? smile to yourself. This hiding place is too good. There's no way Freddy is going to find you here. All you need to do is stay quiet until he passes through the raceway. Crash! Ready or not, I'm going to find you. The anger in Freddy's voice causes you to flinch, almost as much as the crashing noise does, which quickly followed by another one. It sounds like Freddy is overturning tables and chairs, but you're too afraid to look out. It sounds like something is wrong with Freddy. You can't hide forever. That's a Roxy line. Very wrong. You swallow, unsure of what to do. As soon as Freddy leaves the raceway, you can try to find Gregory. Hang on. Something fell in real life. I need to fix this. There we go. Alright. Freddy listens to him more than he listens to you. Gregory will know what to do. Bang! This time, the crashing sound is closer, much closer. The crate shifts and rattles, and you realize in the horror that Freddy is just on the other side of the pile, pulling the crates away. If you don't do something quick, he's going to find you. Your heart starts to pound, mouth going dry. You can try to run, or even hide in one of the nearest crates on the other side of the pile. Another crate is pulled away. I'm going to find you, Freddy growls, sounding more menacing than you've ever heard him be before. Whatever do you need to do first? Whatever you do, you need to do it fast. If you want to try to run, or if you want to hide in a crate. What are we thinking, chat? Do we want to run, or do we want to hide in a crate? Run. Alright, run it is. Let's run amok. Start up a ruckus, fool. Let's turn it up. Freddy continues to rip their crates away, one by one, inching closer. You can't wait any longer. You need to find Gregory, which means you need to run. You make a break for it, slipping through the narrow opening between the crates and the wall. Occupied with the pile, Freddy doesn't seem to notice you at first, giving you the chance to get out of the garage and back onto the floor of the raceway. The stairs up to the entrance aren't far. You just need to... A hand clamps down on your shoulder and yanks you backward. Found you! Freddy roars in your ears. Freddy, what are you doing? Try to struggle, but you can barely breathe as he pulls you into a bear hug, his arms wrapping around you and getting tighter and tighter. Bear hug is funny. I found you, Freddy growls into your ear. That means you lose. The hug draws even tighter. You fight, but it doesn't do any good. Freddy is too far strong. The last of your breath comes out as a scream. Then suddenly you drop to the floor. You gasp, able to breathe again, and twist around, ready to run. But as you watch Freddy's chest burst open, revealing Gregory inside, he's laughing. What? You stammer. Gregory, what are you? Got you, he announces. Suddenly, you understand it was a joke, a prank. You were so scared and thought you were going to pee your pants. Freddy begins to chuckle along with him as Gregory climbs down from his chest cavity. Heh, you try to join in, but you are definitely not feeling as amused as they are. Your heart is still pounding, and your shoulder hurts where Freddy grabbed it. Yeah, I guess you got me. See, says Gregory. I told you it'd be a fun game. You smile to appease him, but secretly hope for a different kind of fun tomorrow night. Oh. Well, just like that, we're already done with night 1. That was fast. How long have we been streaming for? 45 minutes. Do we want to do a second night chat, or should we save night 2 for another time? I have a feeling night 2 is going to be a bit longer. Let's see, how much has the book progressed? 4 hours, 11 minutes left in the book. 48 out of 218, 22%. Well, that's the thing, is these things don't really add up with this kind of book because it's an interactive novel. And you can just turn from each page to page, so... Not really exactly helpful. What do we think, chat? We want to, like, maybe read a couple pages of Night 2 and then come back to it another time, or should we save Night 2 for another night? Maybe that's what we do. We read a night each night, all the way until we're done. So we'll do Night 2 tomorrow. Because by the time we'd be done with this would be Thursday, which is the day right before the season ends. Read Night 5? Heck no. Heck no. We'll get to Night 5 eventually. Oh, no one's saying anything, so I think I'm gonna take off for now. We'll continue Night 2 another time. Hopefully tomorrow night. Hopefully. Save it? Alright. I agree with that, we go. Alright guys, well, at least we finally started the book, which is what matters. So, thanks for watching / listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye all my fellow gamers.